Hello, second grade Smarties, and welcome to your first holiday word problem video. So, we are going to be doing something different this week. We are going to be practicing word problems that have a holiday theme to them. This is going to be a little bit of practice for us, but I really want us to understand word problems, understand when we are adding, when we are subtracting, those words that tell us what we need to do to solve the problem. So, we're going to do some holiday word problems this week. Now, you guys do not have a copy of this to do with me. So, here's what I need you to do. I need you to go get a piece of paper and a pencil, and we are going to complete these problems together. So go ahead and pause the video right now and go get a piece of paper and a pencil, and we will solve these problems together. All right, so we are going to get started with our first word problem that has the train in it. It says Santa's workshop was in full swing on the run up to Christmas. He made 52 toy trains and 32 toy cars. How many trains and cars did he make in total? Now, these are word problems. So I'm going to read it again. I'm going to circle the numbers that I see. Now, these numbers could be parts, they could be whole. We could be finding a missing part, so we need to listen really carefully to what the problem is asking us. Let's look at it again. It says Santa's workshop was in full swing on the run up to Christmas. He made 52 toy trains and 32 toy cars. How many trains and cars did he make in total? So, we have two numbers in this problem, 52 and 32. So we have 52 toy trains and 32 toy cars. The question asks us, how many trains and cars did we have in total? Or we could say all together. If I am putting 52 and 32 together, what am I doing? Am I adding or am I subtracting? I'm adding, right? So, what am I adding together? 52 and 32. I am going to show this problem in two ways. I am going to make an equation, and I am also going to draw my problem. So I have 52 plus 32. So I'm going to start by looking at my tens. So I have 52, so 5 tens, 4 5, and 2 ones. And I'm also going to put my tens and 32 over here. So I have 3 tens and 2 ones. If I put that together, I have 4 ones. So 2 ones plus 2 ones is 4 ones. And 5 tens, so 5, 6, 7, 8 tens is the same as 80. So how many toys did they have? 84. And I'm going to label it 84 toys. All right, so in that equation, in that word problem, it was asking us to find how many toy trains and toy cars there were in total. That means we were adding two parts to find a whole. All right, let's go down to our next problem right under the toy train. It says Santa's reindeer eat 34 carrots every half a year. How many does Santa need to buy for them to have enough carrots for 1 year? Ooh. So Santa's reindeer eats 34 carrots every half a year. So that means if we were going to split up the year, half means I have one of two parts. So for 1 half of the year, he has 34 carrots that he feeds the reindeer. How many does Santa need to buy for them to have enough carrots for 1 year? So this is a tricky question. Okay, so it tells us how many carrots he has for half a year. So in 1 year, there are 12 months. So for 6 months, so I'm going to write 6 months, he has 34 carrots. For the other 6 months, how many carrots will he feed the reindeer? Now, here's the thing. When I split something in half, that means I make 2 equal parts. So in my first 6 months, I had 34. What does that mean I'm going to have as my second part for the other 6 months? So if 34 was in the first half, what is going to be in the other half? I'm going to have how many? 34, because 2 halves are the same size. It's the same amount. So I am finding 34 for the first 6 months, and 34 for the second half of the year. So now it wants to know how many do we need for a whole year. So what am I going to do with my parts? What am I going to do with those parts? I'm going to put them together. So for the first 6 months, I had 34. So I'm going to write 34. And the other half of the year, I also have 34 carrots. So when I put 34 plus 34 together, I'm going to find how many carrots Santa will feed the reindeer for 1 year, for a whole year. So let's start in our ones place. 4 ones plus 4 ones is 8 ones. Great job, Smarties. And 3 tens plus 3 tens would be 6 tens or 60. So 6 tens and 8 ones would be 68 carrots. How many carrots did Santa need to feed his reindeer? 68. So this question was tricky. We had to listen to that problem. We had to find our parts, but it didn't give us 2 parts to add. We had to listen to the whole problem. All right, let's go on to Santa in his sleigh. It says to maintain Santa's sleigh costs $43 each year. How much does it cost him to maintain it for 2 years? Ooh, this is another tricky one. We're going to have to listen and think about it. So let's read it one more time. It says to maintain Santa's sleigh costs $43 each year. How much does it cost him to maintain it for 2 years? All right, so notice that I did not circle the 2. That is because 2 is not a part that we are using. We have to understand what it's wanting us to figure out. $43 is a part that we are working with. But that 43 tells us how many dollars Santa pays to maintain his sleigh. So we're going to say 1 year, he pays $43. Now it says that he does that each year. So let's say in 2019, he paid $43 to maintain his sleigh. How many dollars is he going to need to maintain it for 2020? If it's the same each year, what does that mean it's going to be for year 2? And friends, this is an abbreviation of the word year. So 1 year, it's $43. So the next year, how many dollars is he going to pay to maintain it again? If it's the same each year, that means the second year he's going to pay what? He's going to pay $43 again. So what it's wanting us to know, what it's asking us to figure out is how many dollars does he pay for 2 years? So 1 year he pays 43. The second year he pays 43. But how much is that together? So we are adding 43 plus 43. I'm also going to show this problem in a different way. So 43 is 40 plus 3. And for year 2, he also paid 40 plus 3. So I'm going to show this in 2 ways. So I'm going to solve it first this way. So Smarties, don't forget that you were writing this with me. We're solving this together. All right, so in 40 plus 3, I'm going to start with my ones. So I have 3 ones plus 3 ones is 6 ones. 4 tens plus 4 tens. So 40 plus 40 would be how many tens? I would have 80 plus 6. I can go over here and I am solving it exactly the same. I'm just showing it in a different way. So I add my ones first. I had 6 ones, and 4 tens plus 4 tens is 8. So how much money does it cost Santa to maintain his sleigh for 2 years? We put that amount together. We had $43 for year 1 and $43 for year 2. We put them together. That means that we added. So altogether, he pays $86. All right. Again, these are really tricky, which is why we underline and we circle the important parts and the important words that tell us what we're doing. All right, and our last problem we are solving today, it says on Christmas Day, it snowed 52 centimeters and another 53 centimeters on Boxing Day. How much did it snow in total? There's those words in total again. I'm going to go ahead and underline that because I know in total means all together. So are we going to be adding or subtracting, Smarties? We are going to be adding. So let's go back and read that and circle our parts. It said on Christmas Day, it snowed 52 centimeters and another 53 centimeters on Boxing Day. How much did it snow in total? So we already know that we are going to add 52 plus 53. Here's what I want you to do right now. I want you to pause the video and I want you to solve this problem. Once you solve it, unpause the video and let's check to see if our problem solving looks the same, or maybe there might be something that we need to check with our work. All right, so go ahead and pause the video and solve this word problem. All right, so Smarty, you have come back and we are going to solve it together now. So I am adding 52 plus 53. I am going to show this in a different way. I am going to draw my parts. So in 52, I have 5 tens and 2 ones. And 53 is also 5 tens and 3 ones. So looking at my problem, looking at my equation, I have 5 ones and I have 10 tens. What number is the same as 10 tens? 100. So we have 100 plus 5. How many centimeters did it snow? 100, 10 tens, and 5 ones. So 105 centimeters. All right, I want you to give me a virtual thumbs up if you also got 105 centimeters. All right, Smarties, as always, I want you to remember to keep that growth mindset. Good learners do hard things. We just solved 4 very challenging word problems together. Sometimes we make mistakes, and that's okay. Mistakes help us grow. But when we are exploring word problems, it is so important that we go back and find out what it's asking us to do. All right, Smarties, I will see you tomorrow with another festive word problem video. Happy learning, Smarties.